Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Flash English News edition right here on OR News at 6 p.m. As usual, I'm your host, Daniel Cook, and I am more than pleased to present to you the Albanian news in English. In today's news, after a great deal of debate, the majority has approved the final draft of the fiscal package and the budget for 2015. At first, the majority ignored the amendments that were presented by two deputies of the Socialist Movement for Integration. The deputy of the Socialist Party, Bashkim Fino, said that the agency should be called the National Agency of Local Power. He also suggested that there be 12 inspectors instead of just 8. But this request caused significant debates even within the majority itself. After this request was approved by a majority of votes, the head of Economic Commission got up and left the room. The head of the Socialist Party parliamentary group said that this request should never have been voted on at all, since there was no amendment submitted 24 hours prior, as it is stated in the rules. After this, the Prime Minister talked about the new fiscal package, saying that he has lowered 15 different taxes. Finally, the budget and fiscal package were approved with 81 votes in favor and only 3 against. The head of the Democratic Party, Lul Basha, has once again issued accusations against the government in connection with the new 2015 budget and fiscal package. According to Basha, this budget will increase the level of poverty and will worsen the financial situation of the people of Albania. In a statement on his Facebook account, Basha stated that it is not fair to impoverish the people and to enrich the members of the government. He wrote, "When the people are impoverished and the government is enriched, something very unfair is going on. Those who were responsible for increasing poverty and leading the country toward crisis do not have any legitimate right to increase taxes. The new budget will worsen the condition of the middle class, which is the hope of every nation that wants to move forward. This budget will destroy thousands of jobs. It will cause great damage to those in need. It is a crime that the poorest people of the region will now have to pay higher taxes. They are headed toward ruin, but we must not allow them to take Albania with them," wrote the head of the opposition on his Facebook account. The Society of Honorary Consuls has started a series of meetings that will hopefully increase the level of foreign investments in our country. The focus of the first meeting was to increase the investments in sectors of high economic potential, such as energy, transportation, and banking. Supporting and developing the economic diplomacy was one of the topics discussed during the forum. Many civic dignitaries were in attendance, including the Minister of Energy and Industry, Damian Gjiknuri, the Minister of Transportation, Edmond Hajanasto, and other ambassadors and representatives of the business community. The president of the Society of Honorary Consuls, Lul Basha, expressed his willingness personally and the commitment of the entire society to positively affect the current methods for attracting foreign investments. Mr. Ndroqi also requested that solid measures be taken by both ministers. He made the following statement: "As the Society of Honorary Consuls, we are committed to being active and to influencing every positive development in the business domain. Also, we are committed to attracting foreign investments. Without the help of everyone present in this meeting, it will be difficult for our wish to come true. I invite you to suggest concrete measures to us regarding the way that we should convince foreign partners to invest in the domains with high economic potential, such as energy, transportation, and the banking sector," stated Mr. Ndroqi. Mr. Ndroqi also appealed to the members of the political realm not to diminish the hope for significant investments in Albania. "Allow me to make a sincere call," he said, "inspired by the desire to see Albania become an attractive country for foreign investments. Let us all contribute in order to create a favorable climate for business, without allowing political motives to diminish the hope that this country deserves. The country deserves the presence of certain important people in the domain of investments. Albania is far more important than any political party and more important than someone's personal career. Let us put national interest at the central focus of our work, said Uli Ndroci. On his part, the Minister of Energy and Industry, Damian Gignuri, emphasized the necessity of having financial discipline in order to create safe ground for foreign entrepreneurs who want to invest their money in Albania. The Minister of Transport commented that Albania has already taken steps in the domain of public procurement. He appealed for more foreign investments, especially in infrastructure. Also in attendance at this forum was the ambassador of Kuwait to Albania, Mr. Naib al-Badr. He mentioned the proposals for economic diplomacy with Albania. This was only the first of many meetings of this kind that the Society of Honorary Consuls will organize in order to be a strong bridge between foreign businesses and the potentials that Albania offers. Today, the Court of Tirana has declared the mayor of Vlora to be innocent, as well as the other defendants in the case that lasted for almost a full year. The mayor and the other defendants were accused of forging construction licenses, which is a very serious charge. However, they have been acquitted of all charges. Today, the Court of Tirana read its final verdict. However, the prosecution has stated that they will appeal this decision. The head of the municipality of Vlora was present in the courtroom at the time, but he refused to comment on this favorable decision. After the verdict was given by the court, the mayor of Vlora went out and bought drinks for his friends. The decision was finally made nearly a full year after the general prosecution first accused him in this case. Prime Minister Edi Rama has granted a license for the Muslim community to build a new mosque in the capital of Albania. During the meeting today, there was no clear date given for the start of the construction of this mosque. However, permission was given for the building of the new mosque, which has been requested by the Muslim community for nearly 7 decades now. One problem does exist, however. The land is not the property of the Muslim community. The owners of the land have stated that no structure can be built on the property in question, since they have not yet agreed with the government on a selling price. The Prime Minister gave no comment regarding this statement. The owners claim that the compensation of €450 per square meter is extremely low. The Democratic Party has also reacted to this matter, saying that the only one responsible for this situation is the Prime Minister of Albania, Edi Rama. However, the Muslim community have expressed their optimism that work on the mosque will begin soon. On the 70th anniversary of the liberation of the country, the Academy of Science and the Minister of Education have organized a scientific convention. During her speech at this conference, the Minister of Education said that history must be rewritten. According to the Minister of Education and Sports, this is a process that must be accomplished by historians, and the political factors must not interfere. The minister urged all the people to remember and honor those who fought for the liberation of the country. Almost every neighborhood in the city of Durrës has been affected by the area that they call the former swamp area. It is a location that many of the inhabitants must cross during the course of their daily lives. However, the fear has arisen that it may be the source of some infections that have been spreading around the city. Thousands of people have been affected by these infections, and they are surprised by the lack of attention given to this problem by the local government. They have expressed that they are waiting for something to be done, but so far, the situation continues untouched. Only 2 days away from the celebration of the anniversary of the liberation of Albania, almost every balcony in the city is waving the Albanian flag. Albanians are a people group who are very patriotic and loyal to their country, and the 70th anniversary of liberation means a great deal to them. It is not only the older generation that has patriotic feelings. Even the children are dressing in red and black during these celebratory days. For the day of the anniversary, there are several activities that have been programmed, but perhaps the most anticipated is the visit of the famous singer, Jessie J. That is all the news for this evening. We thank you for joining us. Please be with us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for more Albanian news in English, as always right here on Aura News. Thank you and good night.